How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lowwall, and today I've got all 9 of the Dark Ops challenges in Blackout mode. They're in no particular order really, except for this first one, just because you have to kill 100 zombies for it, so you can't really complete it in one game. So you may as well just keep tallying them up while you're completing the other ones, and it doesn't give you any indication when you've actually killed 100, but at the end of the game you'll get the Dark Ops challenge, so you'll know when it is. And then once you've done it, you'll unlock this back in the ground, and it's yeah, kill 100 zombies. So that's the first one down. The next one's called Red Light, Green Light, and it's at the cargo docks, and you see those boys in the water. You've got that one there, and there's also this one over here. There's a crate in the water underneath them, and when you get there, as long as you're the first one to loot the crate, you'll unlock the Dark Ops challenge. You see those 2 red boys in the water there. It was the one on the right for me. I'm not sure with the other one. I've never seen a crate under that one. So this is the one you see there. There's a crate underneath it. It's a little bit, because it's quite deep, you have to get a breath just before you go down. You have to be pretty quick when you're grabbing the stuff. I fucked it up a bit here because it kept just swapping that gun. But I stayed under there because I got the trauma kit, and I thought, well, I'll use that when I get to the top anyway. So I didn't really have to worry if I lost most of my health. What I didn't plan on, I got to the top, got shot in the face and died. But luckily, because I was the first to loot that box, I got the challenge, Red Light, Green Light, which, like I say, you have to be the first. If someone's already looted it, it won't count. So anyway, the next challenge is called Zombie Jams, and you have to go to the diner. It's this there. It's to the left of Array, and it's like on the road coming out of Nuketown. And what you need to do is activate the jukebox. So that's the diner just on my right there. I'm about to go up the steps. So if you go in this door here, and then turn left when you're in here, and you'll see that jukebox. If you press square when you're next to it, you'll hear the music start. I'm not sure if it's always the same music, but as long as you see like the little animation with it putting the record on in the jukebox, then you should be fine. And once you've done that, at the end of the game you'll get that challenge. It's called Zombie Jams, turning the jukebox on. So the next challenge is firing range, and you have to come over here. You see these 2 little buildings at the top of the map? You have to fire from there, and the bullseye targets are about here where my little indicator is now. And yeah, you have to hit a bullseye from 90 meters. So preferably, obviously, if you've got a gun with a scope, it'd be better. This was my first attempt. I just had a couple of pops. I had to account for the bullet drop a little bit, I think, anyway. I assume all of the targets count, but I had a little pop at them all, and at the end of the game I must have hit the bullseye because I did unlock the challenge. So there's that one, practice makes perfect, hit a bullseye at 90 meters. Like I say, if you've got a sniper or something, it'd be a lot easier. So anyway, the next challenge is called Baller, and if you see at the estates, you see that blue square, that's actually like a basketball court. So for this one, what you have to do is get a score a hoop with a basketball. There is also these houses here to sort of the left of the train station. There is a basketball court there with a ball. It's a little bit quieter usually than the estates, but the estates is probably the main best one to go because there's usually quite a few basketballs lying around. And as you'll see, if you miss it and throw it over the fence, it, at least you don't have to go and retrieve it. It might take you a couple of goes. Obviously there's no real gauge for how it normally works, so it's a bit of hit and miss, sort of just keep practicing until you figure out roughly where it is. I think, yeah, that's the one that got it in the end, and that's it. That's all you have to do for that one, and you'll unlock that, called Baller. Which one does it say? Score a hoop. So then the next one is open the blast doors, and for this one you need to go to the fracking tower, and you see like those 3 big white circular things. Just below them there's these 2 ones that my indicator's on. They're like a yellowish colour, they're quite tall, and they've got a staircase next to them, and that's the blast doors. You'll see in a second when I'm coming down on the map, it's a bit easier. So as I'm coming down, you can see the 3 big white cylinders, and then you see these 2 taller yellow ones that I'm pretty much going to land on. You can see the staircase. You go up them, and then in between the 2 big cylinders there's this button. If you just press square on it, it'll open the blast doors, and again that's all you need to do. That's that one done, and you'll see you get that challenge, open the blast doors. They didn't think of some snazzy little name for that one. So anyway, the next one is it's killing someone with fists. I haven't actually got the one where I unlocked it because I must have just hit someone right at the beginning, but this is basically what you got to do. I was going for the punching mitts. They're on that top lip, but the landing thing's a bit of a troll. So I'll start punching people. This guy comes past, I start hitting him. He tries to run away. Some people obviously run because they're hoping they can get a gun before I can hit them 7 up times. And we get here, we find a gun, and I went to get it. It didn't work. I was like, what the fuck? Smacked him anyway. And luckily, it was the last punch and everything worked. This guy didn't kill me either, but the wingsuit is a fucking pain in the arse. I jumped off the rails and it killed me. But that's the one anyway. It's called Fist Fighter. Yeah, like I say, the wingsuit didn't deploy. So anyway, the next one is an array, and it's in this circular building here, and it's about there on like the sort of top end of the building. So you'll see when I come in and land, it's that big circular building with a satellite dish on top of it. And I came in from this direction to the little L-shaped building. I went up the stairs, and ended up going through the window. And you're into like these rooms where it slowly keeps sweeping around to the left or right, depending which way you're running. If you run in the way I am, where it's sweeping around to the right, basically just keep going through the doors until you come to like the end of the corridor basically, and you see this machine with a green light on it. Walk up to that and press square, and it activates like the emergency broadcast system. You might have heard this sound going off a couple of times when you've been on the map, and it's basically people that are pressing that button. This is it from that end of that spiral staircase. So when you press that one, that's called Stay Tuned, and yeah, you just have to activate the emergency broadcast thing. So anyway, the next one is, I think this is the last one actually, is Respect Your Elders. You'll see between like the fracking tower and the turbines, you've got this bit here, it sort of points out into the water, and you'll see this little grey patch there. There's no building there, it's just a square patch of land, and there's an obelisk like statue there. It's got a little bronze plate on it of a person, and what you have to do is just walk up to it, press square, and your guy will do a bow at the statue. So here I'm coming, I think it's from, yeah, I'm more heading from like the Hydra Dam. It's pretty easy, it's like there's all houseboats on the water, you can see that bridge that goes across the water. It's just next to that, you can already see the little statue pointing up with the grass around it. I think the guy is someone who originally started Treyarch. So anyway, like I say, you go up, press square, and it does a little bow. And that's it for that one, that's that one done. And then when you finish the game again, it'll have that there, Respect Your Elders. Pay respects at the, I can't see the guy's name from here. So that's it, these are the ones when you press select or options, whatever it is, go over to Dark Ops. And these are the 9 Dark Ops we've just been through. So we've got that one, Practice Makes Perfect, Zombie Jams, Red Light, Green Light, Stay Tuned, Back in the Ground, Open the Blast Doors, Respect Your Elders, Baller, and finally Fist Fighter. So that's it, I hope that helped, thanks for watching.